it's an important trading session today after the kind of dismal session that we had yesterday. We, of course, have the RBI's interest rate decision. We have sectors reacting to President Donald Trump's comments on, fresh tariff threats on India. We'll also see a slew of earnings. But first up, let's take a look at how the Asian markets are doing this morning. It's a mixed green, but more indices in the green than in the red. The Taiwanese index for now is down almost 0.7%. Hang Seng is barely hanging in the green, up only somewhere around 0.1%. But what's doing well is the Australian index. Keep in mind the ASX 200 has gained by almost 0.5%, highest gaining index in trade today. Let's now move on and let's have our research team. They will be joining in with how the trade setup looks like and how the stocks are that will be reacting to news flow. First up, we now have Vivek joining us to get us all the market cues we need to watch out for in today's trading session. Good morning, Vivek.
Well, good morning. It's going to be an action-packed day. So much news flow to digest, and also remember the RBI MPC committee will take a decision on whether to cut rates or to hold them. Now, especially when you're looking at the kind of fuels that you're working with, the US indices, remember all of the indices ended with minor cuts. Dow now has fallen for 6 out of the last 7 sessions. The Indian markets yesterday ended in a negative territory with the advanced decline ratio quite weak in favor of the declines. Now, remember, India, number one, we will react to Trump's latest salvo as far as the higher tariffs are concerned. Also, watch out for the pharmaceutical names, given the fact that he has said that pharma tariffs may go to as high as 250% in the future. Along with that, whole host of results that came in post-market hours yesterday, names like Britannia, Airtel, some of the top names to watch out for. And along with that, some key results today. Bajaj Auto, Bharat Forge, BHEL, all of these companies too will report their results today. A key listing too to keep an eye out on, and that will be NSDL. And along with that, if you're looking at the cues, largely mixed, but expect at least a gap down start in the open today.
Well, thanks so much for that, Vivek. But moving on to Ria now, who will list out all of the stocks we need to watch out for in today's trading session. Good morning, Ria.
Good morning, Vamakshi. Let's take a look at the stocks to be in focus today. First up for Bharti Airtel, the net profit has come in at about rupees 5,948 crores, below our estimates of around 6,188 crores. The average revenue per user this time around has come in at 250 crores versus 211 crores in Q1 of last year. For Britannia, the net profit has come in at 520 crores versus estimates of 566 crores. Revenue, however, has been above estimates at around 4,622 crores in this quarter. For Lupin, the revenue has come in largely in line with estimates at 6,268 crores. The margins have also expanded, coming in at 27.6% in this quarter. For Gland Pharma, the net profit has seen an increase of almost 50% on a year-on-year basis. Even the revenue has seen an increase of around 7.4% compared to Q1 of last year. For NCC, the revenue has seen a decline of around 6.3% compared on a year-on-year basis, and margins have been largely stable at 8.8% in this quarter. For Torrent Power, net profit has gone down by around 25% on a year-on-year basis. EBITDA margins have also contracted, coming in at 18.7% versus about 21% in Q1 of last year. For Gujarat Gas, net profit has seen an increase of around 13.8% on a year-on-year basis, although the revenue has gone down by around 5.5%. Moving on to Kirloskar Industries, net profit has gone up by 30% on a year-on-year basis. Even the revenue has seen an increase of around 5.5%. And for Prestige Estates, net profit has seen a decrease of around 6% on a year-on-year basis, although the revenue has gone up by around 24% compared to the previous year.
Well, thanks so much for that, Ria. And finally, we now have Sudarshan joining in with cues from the F&O space. Sudarshan?
Good morning. So it's an important day. Market will be reacting to RBI's policy apart from the earnings. But as far as yesterday's session is concerned, that market closed with minor cuts. But the problem remains the heavyweights like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and Reliance Industries. And following the overnight cues, there is not much indication that we are getting from GIFT Nifty, which is indicating a start with minor cuts. On the flows front, there is nothing much in the cash market. But on the derivative front, if you see, FIs continue to build positions on the short side. Yesterday they have added short positions of more than 11,000 contracts, and now FI's long exposure has reduced to 8%, which is at multi-year lows. On the options data, if you see, all the actions are happening between 24,500 to 24,800. That's the reason support for Nifty is around 24,550 and resistance remains around 24,800. One stock that remains in the band is PNB Housing. Apart from that, keep an eye on two stocks that are trading near key levels, and those are Reliance Industries and HPCL.
So much for that. So those are some important levels as well as stocks that we'll be watching out for.